Business. Got a headache yet? Huh? Got migraine, all this organizing.
Just
Logistics. It ain't worked out. But eventually it will.
Isn't it on, it's gonna be streaming on YouTube, right? And then it just automatically stays.
Yeah.
So you just stick that it's on
Yeah.
It has to, who's gonna take the minutes now? Tammy's not here.
It is recording, so the minutes can be taken from the recording.
Okay, since we have, okay, well, we don't have, and I did contact your attorney, so. You ready? Okay, we'll call the meeting of the Delaware County, or excuse me, the Del Bell Redevelopment Commission to order. Have a seat, a roll call. You can see the forum, so we're on YouTube, so I guess we're all counted there. Being we didn't have a meeting, this is the first one of the year. I didn't consult the attorney, but I'd say we need to elect officers. Do we not? So with that being said, being the past, I would open the floor for nominations, and we'll start with president.
I'll nominate Bill Walters.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Go to close the nominations.
Yeah.
Take a motion to close the nominations.
I'll make the motion to close nomination for.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, vice president. I make a motion for that. Might as well get it out right off the deal. Came out, since we're the three here.
I'll make a motion for it.
You'll second that?
Yeah.
I make a motion to close the nominations. And a second?
Yeah.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Guess you're it.
Just staying quiet.
Okay. And we have secretary. Do we not?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll open nominations for secretary.
It's one available.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Motion to close?
Make the motion to close.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. All right, business, new business on the agenda. I don't have any minutes, I have no minutes from the last meeting to approve, so I'll skip over it, make that note that I don't have those, so we'll skip over that and go to business at hand.
Yeah, your business is a proposal to fund a, new basketball court / pickleball court, over at the, Bill Walters Park. And the, cost is up to $70,000. We're hoping a third of it would be paid. Well, a third of it's gonna be paid out of edit, third out of ARP. We're hoping a third out of the redevelopment, the TIF money, 67 TIF corridor money.
Okay, and do you have the balance on the current TIF?
It's over 115,000 right now.
And the request is for how much?
23, I would say.
Around 23,000?
Yeah, and we got, but that's not counting the May distribution, this should be another, I think they pay everything in May, so it'd be another 35,000, so.
But the ask for it from the redevelopment commission is around $23,000.
Yeah.
How would you like to proceed? I mean, with this, I could ask the board if they're in favor of that, but do you want to have a formal paper drew up by the attorney for the redevelopment commission, and then with the financials to be approved in a later meeting? We can decide whether it's a good thing to move forward, or what do we need here?
I think I'm just looking for an approval of that money to be used for that project,
Okay,
so.
up to 23,000,
Yeah.
does it need to be up to 24, or what's it?
You can do up to
Let me-
24.
Let me jump in real quick. So it's the project that I've been working on. So I had applied for some grants. $1,000 was approved. The other two Walmarts actually just notified me yesterday and this morning that they turned it down for the local community grants. I am still waiting to hear back from the CF Foundation, which is Subaru Indiana Automotive Group, I believe. I applied for up to $15,000, which is the max award, but that does not get reviewed until the cycle closes, which off the top of my head, I think is June 15th. So there's potential for that, and then there's also a Ball Brothers Foundation Rapid Grant with a $5,000 ask that I'm finishing up submitting for that as well. So what we would do for any of the money that is coming in, we will just take away from the commitment from the redevelopment commission, from the art fund, from the edit funds, and just evenly divide it. So it should not exceed 23,000 unless there's anything major, and if there were, then I would reach out to like the town council and to your board as well. So 23,000 really should be your maximum amount, because I've already gotten 1,000 of it approved and potentially more coming in.
Yeah, and I would say that that's all we'd ask. We'd fund the rest within the fund, so.
Okay. You got anything down there, Ron?
It's gonna be lighted, how you?
Yeah, so there is some lighting there because there is already the fenced-in utility area that's back behind the hub building. And then the lighting that's along the roadways there also lights it. If we should need some more lighting at some point, then we could definitely look at that, and I could even work on trying to apply for some funding if it does come to that. It will, however, be fenced completely, and the fence can be locked in the evenings to preserve that area. And it is a 10-foot fence too. So it will be definitely enough of a barrier that if someone wants to get in there, I mean, they're going to, but it's definitely gonna deter the majority of that.
Gotcha.
Great idea.
All right, first, I guess I'd entertain a motion.
I make a motion that we authorize to spend up to $23,000 to assist in the pickleball court at the downtown park.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I think it's a good move. Basically it seals the remaining items that were on the original plan for the park. And as long as, I don't think that we should light it, as long as there's enough light to see if somebody's on the court, we're good. But based off of the problems that we've had at the park in the evenings, it's probably better that we don't incentivize people to stick around, you know, past dusk, excuse me.
And during the time period that they'll be using it, the light goes till 9:30, you know, at night, so.
Only question I had, who are you working with as far as the design and build and all that?
The lowest bidder for the concrete was Linpat Construction. The lowest bidder for the fence was Greg Van Oss Top Choice Fence. And then Accurate Striping, their quote was, I think, $1,450 to do the striping. And that was the only quote that we got for that based on the price. So those are the three
The
contractors.
town is pretty much GCing and overseeing the whole project.
Yes.
You guys are doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, no, just question, I didn't know who was doing it. Okay, any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay. There was one other item that Amy added to the agenda, which we're not prepared to talk about tonight, but we are moving forward with expanding the TIF from Walnut Street east to the town limits at least.
Okay.
On the north side of 67. John Brook didn't have time to bring that to us tonight, but look for that to happen, so you guys will need to meet again for that.
Which the town limits on north side is where again? That same, far up,
Along 67, just the,
west 800?
No, it's not even 800,
It's not
it's
even
just the
that.
other side of
It's just
Chesterfield
past
Tool.
that.
isn't it?
Okay, yes.
I think it's just just on the other side of Chesterfield Tool, and then it shoots north from there.
Okay.
because we're thinking the county will come this way and meet us there at that point, at some point in the future, so.
I think, discussion I would have with, the Delaware County, I know they're looking at those tips in that area, I don't know where the line was at. I'll be in that meeting Thursday, but I'm not quite sure where the line was. If he was coming up, I would assume he would come all the way
I
up
would think
to
so
ours.
too, yeah. But anyway, look for that in the future. It won't be too long from now, so I would guess within the next month, you guys all need to meet again, so.
Okay. I'll try and.
And before we hang up, basically with culverts coming in and maybe future stuff, there's gonna be more money there to look at doing better things for Delville. So you might be more active as we go, so.
I don't see a problem with that. That's what they were established for, is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other business or comments?
Just for the record, for the recording, who are the missing members?
Tammy Stample and Jimmy Spencer.
Okay,
We have a
just
5 member.
to know who was absent.
Yeah, we have a
that's all.
5-member board.
Jimmy may have to step down. His employer had, given him like notice of like, the possibility of a conflict of interest with his role in the town
Okay.
versus what he does for work, so I would not foresee him being on the board
would say then that is a appointment, I don't know if he was council or if he was the president's
Who we talking
appointment, Jimmy Spencer. Either way, that, he just needs to turn in a resignation letter to the town council, and then the appropriate, whether it's the board or the president, gets to choose who that replacement would be.
I think I
And balance
understood
the
it to
board.
be planning and zoning and BZA related because he is in the construction like contractor business, and so planning and zoning and Board of Zoning Appeals was a conflict of interest, but I don't know if the Development Commission falls under that, so I can
Yeah.
ask Jimmy tomorrow if you want me to.
Yeah, we can talk to John about that.
Yeah, it's good in front of you guys. Okay, anything else? Seeing none, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn. Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
6:16.
There you are. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Yep.
You gonna unprop that? Is that door prop?
Yeah, I'm gonna prep her, you guys all gonna go out there. See ya.
God, that there, my,
Hey, Todd.
I think my bus.
What's your last name?
Lewis. Lewis.
Hey, got a question for you real quick, give me just a second here.
All right.
Seems like
Talking
that's
about
all
the
I've done.
1/3, R12, 1/3, I just wanna make sure I got all that.
You got everything you need, anything, everything set up, ready to go?
I think so.
So you said 1/3 ARPA,